Girl Tribe Gaming. Podcast on. I said it. Podcast on.
Hello and welcome to Girl Tribe Gaming, a podcast mostly about video games. I'm Zen.
And I'm Jen, and welcome to episode 31. So Zen, I'm having some problems.
Uh-oh.
I have two. They're video game problems. Can you help me?
A video game, I might be able to help you out.
Okay, one. With the Xbox One preview program, you can now take screenshots. I don't know if you've tried it yet.
I haven't tried it yet. That's great, though.
I'm constantly wanting to take screenshots nonstop.
So when you take a screenshot, does it go into your feed?
That's what's holding me back. Or it would take even more. It's probably good. I don't want it to go right into my feed, but it does.
Oh, I wish it wouldn't. Because then you can't go walk around taking
random pictures. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I like to take tons of pictures and then put them together and do something with it. But
You don't want to
anyhow.
be that girl that's like sending 10 million pictures.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
I take pictures. What do I do with them? I tweet them. I post them on our website.
Uh-huh.
I don't post them on Facebook. My Facebook friends don't even like video games, really. I don't know what to do, but I have this constant urge to take screenshots. Like, during the Clan War, by the way, which we did awesome on, but during the Clan War, I'm like taking a break, running around trying to get pictures of the girls in action, you know?
So you're like, they're shooting their gun and like, work it. Look at you. Snap,
No,
snap,
they
snap.
didn't know what I was doing, though.
Oh.
And Goose, she looks over, and because I was like all up, you know, trying to get this perfect shot of her because she was sniping. I think she was sniping. And she comes over, she just, boom, hits me.
Did she know you're taking pictures
I
of
told her later. She goes, "Oh, is that what you were doing? I was wondering why you were all up on me." I was
So
I was
you
like,
just don't look at Jenna or she'll punch you in the face.
yeah, Jenna is Goose. Yeah, she wasn't happy. But anyways, yeah, in the middle of battle, I'm like, "Hold on, girls, pose, stop." Rusty played her first game of Call of Duty this week. We convinced her to buy it, and I'm all like, "Hold on, pause, wait, I gotta take a picture." So
That's great. I can't wait. I'm going to be doing the same thing.
So my other problem is this. Halo, the Master Chief Collection, had an update to the game, and I played it today, and it worked. The multiplayer worked.
Amazing. How many months?
Oh, we won't go in.
working?
It's
I
been
know
a
we're
long
not going to get into it, but that's good. Why is that a problem?
Well, the problem is that's all I can think about now. I don't even want to record now. I just want to run downstairs and go play. But I need people. The people don't know.
Oh, the people don't know it's fixed?
I don't think so. I
didn't know it was fixed. I mean,
See?
I don't know how they're going to let the people know that the game might actually be playable now.
Yeah, so I tried it out by myself because nobody was on, and it worked. It was still a little bit slower than I would prefer, but I'm wondering as more people start playing if the matchmaking gets even faster because they have more people. But
Or get slower because they get more people. We're going to have to try
No.
it out and get into a party and see if they can keep their parties together.
That's the big thing. I want to test it with a full team of 4 and see if we can go into a game, play, and then get matched right into a new game without having to back out and regroup. And
Well, hopefully they fix it because Halo 5, the beta, was having the same issues.
yeah.
So this will, at least if it's fixed, it gives you hope that Halo 5 won't be screwed up.
Yeah, I was
That
just
bad.
so happy. And let me tell you, Zen, I got to play on the Halo 2 maps a little bit more. They're so, the anniversary edition, so
Yeah.
beautiful. They're pretty maps.
Okay, you're making me just
Okay.
want to go play Halo.
Okay, well, we'll do that later. See, you didn't help me
Now-
at all. You just made it
No,
worse.
now you gave me 2 problems now.
You
now
wanna
I
take
want to take screenshots and I want to go play Halo.
Yeah, and see, earlier I was taking screenshots in Halo and then tweeting them.
Oh, that's awesome. So
Okay.
You've also been playing pinball. That's something new. I saw you playing that a couple days ago.
Yeah, so, it's not really new, but it's new tables. I'm a huge Pinball FX fan, And the Zen Studios team gave me a review code for Iron and Steel Pack. And if you don't know, Pinball FX, I'm playing on Xbox One, but I mean, it's on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, the Vita, the 360, Nintendo Wii U, Steam, everything that has a game, they have a version on it. And so I was playing the Iron and Steel Pack, and then it was really cool. Do you remember a game called Castle Storm? It came out on 360, then on One. It was one of Zen Studios. It's kind of like a castle siege game. They made one of the tables kind of themed off that, and so that table. This is interesting. I was playing it on Twitch. Everybody wanted that table for me to stream. They liked that one better. It was more fun, I guess, to watch. But the table I really liked playing the most was the second table in this pack. And it's called Wild West Rampage. And that one, you play, let me cough here. You play as like a bounty hunter, a female bounty hunter named Cindy. And that table, it's more simplistic to look at, so maybe that's why people on Twitch weren't enjoying watching it as much, but I was telling them it's more fun to me to play that table.
I have to look at them both. To me, Wild West seems funner because I'm picturing revolvers and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, at one point, I got to one point in the barrel of a revolver pops up in the middle of the screen and you shoot your balls into it like you're loading bullets.
I'm sold.
I was like, oh yeah. And then you have duels, which I haven't won one yet, but it's an achievement. And then there's wanted posters and you get the bad guys. And then I love that the bounty hunter is a chick.
You've gone country, Jen. You've gone country.
Uh-oh. Anyway, she's really tough, and I'll put a couple videos on our show notes that show the tables because talking about them isn't the same, but both of them have the usual super polished graphics, super good physics, everything you would expect from a Zen Studios table.
That's what I was gonna say. It seems like any table they put out is awesome.
Yeah,
to look at.
I've played all but 2 tables, and honestly, I haven't found one that was bad. There's always ones I like better. I really, really like the Wild West Rampage over the Castle Storm. But I know Supa was playing it and she really liked the Castle Storm. So it's just, your own. But you can, what am I trying to say? You can buy, I think the tables are $3.99. So you get both of them for $4. Not bad.
No, that's a good price.
Yeah. And then on the whole pinball news front, it's pretty cool today at GDC. Zen Studios announced that Pinball FX2 will be on Windows 10. And they're working with the whole ID at Xbox program. And they're going to do cross-buy. So you buy it on Windows 10, it works on your Xbox One. You buy it on your Xbox One, it'll work on your Windows 10 PC.
Oh.
So look at that.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it is. I think that's really all I have about pinball talk.
I definitely think it's something to check it out in the show notes.
Yeah, definitely check out the little videos and, the little sound bites. They're good.
Yeah. So we've both been playing a game called ScreamRide, and we want to thank Microsoft Game Studio for sending us the review code. It's been a pretty fun game for both of us to play.
Yeah.
It has 50 different levels in 3 different game modes.
Mm-hmm.
One is ScreamRider, and that's what I see the game that they're really pushing. And that is, it's a roller coaster you're riding, and you're trying to control your cart, going back and forth and trying to prevent yourself not to fall off the rail and go as fast as you can to get the best time. And as you progress, there's different obstacles, yeah. Yep, that word, that you have to lean the cart to pass. And if you hit them, you'll go crashing off the coaster into buildings and smashing them and everything.
Yeah.
So that's the basic of ScreamRider. Did you want to add anything to that?
Well, yeah, the ScreamRider, because there's like 3 main career modes, and that's the first one. Mm-hmm. And I like, riding those roller coasters, and it's not really about driving. To me, I think it more like trials.
Yeah.
Like trials where you lean forward and backward and you're adjusting your weight.
Yep.
To me, it's like that, but you're doing left and right, trying to keep yourself on the track. But if you could 2-wheel it on the track, then you get bonus. And then there's tricks. And then at one point, sections of your track are gone and you have to 2-wheel it or you fall off.
Yeah.
Or they'll put obstacles. Yeah. And you like have to dodge. It's very engaging and fast paced.
Yeah, definitely. It did remind me a lot of trials. Like I could get through the track easy. Yeah. But like to perfect it, I had to go back. And like I was like, all right, I have to hit the boost at this time if I want to make that jump perfectly. Yeah. So the replay value in that surprised me. Well, and it definitely it had a trials effect, like how you wanted to get a better time. Yeah. Yeah, because I did the leaderboard and I was like, And then all you have to do is you hit at any point down on the D-pad, boom, it restarts. That's like the coolest. No, hardly any waiting time to just start over. Yeah, totally. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the essence of the ScreamRider mode. And then there was also engineer mode. We'll go into that one next. Okay. And that's where you have to design the coaster with a limited amount of resources. Yeah. And that I found to be very difficult. Like, and maybe my brain wasn't there, but it was like, I kept trying. I was like, ugh. Yeah, it is tough because they give you a roller coaster that's like partially built. You have a certain amount of sections you can spend to, do whatever. And you have goals that you want to hit. Like some roller coasters might want you to throw people off or not throw people off. Yeah. Or do different things. There's different objectives. And hitting those and then trying to because, you're just jumping straight into building a roller coaster. And so you don't have a ton of pieces. But I will say, the very first time I tried it, it was terrible. And then I went back today, actually, and I got really far. So I think it's a puzzle that it's an interesting part of the game. I wasn't expecting to have that in this game. Mm-hmm. So I think I want to go back to it when I'm not in a hyped up mode of wanting to do the ScreamRider portion of it or the other part, which is called Demolition Expert, which was awesome. Really? You really liked that? I really liked that. It was when I kept crashing in ScreamRider and my characters would fly into that building and break, I was like, I just want to smash everything. Oh, and then I was laughing. I was laughing, but I was like, I just want to smash more. And then I started playing Demolition mode, which is where you're not on a roller coaster and you're in this, at least the levels I was playing on, you were in this ball thing flying around and you had to catapult yourself into these buildings. Yeah, it was Angry Bird-ish. It does remind me of Angry Birds, 3D Angry Birds. Yeah. And you have this catapult thing and it's rotating and you hit the button just right and it sends this little round cabin that the people are in and they start and they crash into these buildings and some of the buildings have explosive barrels that you can hit or it was right up my alley. Yeah, there was ones where you want to get the cabin through a ring or hit targets and oh man, okay, so I didn't like that mode, and that's the mode everybody likes. You didn't like that mode? Oh my gosh, okay. I was loving that that mode. Mm-hmm. At first, when I was playing the ScreamRider portion of it, I was like, okay, it's good. It's not I'm not loving it, but then once I unlocked the Demolition mode, I was like, this game's pretty cool. Oh, see, I was all about ScreamRider. I was having so much fun. Yeah, that ScreamRider, it took me probably 5 tracks, I would say, till I got into it. It was my second night when I was playing it. I was like, I think I'm starting to like this game. Yeah, the farther you get in, the harder it gets, and that's what I was liking. The more fun it gets. Yeah. When I had to lean, when I had to start leaning the cart, that's when I liked it because I was like, I was doing awesome on this run. I was like, I hadn't crashed at all. You know, my time was great. And then I leaned just a little bit too far and my cart went off. I was like, no, because that screwed up it's just like, trials. It screwed up everything. You got to go back.
Yeah. So what do you think about, because there's the leaderboards, but there really is no true multiplayer. How do you feel about that?
At first it bugged me. I do.
What would you do in multiplayer though?
I would like to be in the game with each other and you're swapping back and forth. So I watch you play like in Demolition Time. I'd like to have like a party going, like where it's my turn, like, like in bowling, like you go throw your demolition ball and I get to watch and we get to point and laugh at you.
That's true. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. So that's what I would wish.
My fear would be that you wouldn't have enough friends online to play with, at
I don't think
times.
it's not game breaking by any means. But that's one thing I wish. I don't know. I always want to be like hanging out with people.
Yeah, I know. So there's the 3 modes within career, but outside of career is sandbox, where you can just build. You can make roller coasters and you can make freestanding rides now. And okay, so I never played Roller Coaster Tycoon. I always wanted to, but whenever it came out, either I didn't have the money or I didn't have a computer to run it on. But the people that made Roller Coaster Tycoon actually worked on this game.
It is a ride.
It is a ride.
Sure. Take you for a ride.
So I was actually really excited to try to get into sandbox mode. While you're in your career mode, because that's where I started off, and it would say like, you unlocked this, and it was like pieces that you could use to build things. So I was like, good. Okay, so I'm unlocking stuff to build stuff later. I don't know about you, Zen. I got into sandbox mode, and it just throws you kind of in. And I was like, what do I do?
Same here. I was like, I am going to love this because I love Minecraft and I like to build stuff. Nope.
Yeah. I'm totally lost. Like, I was like, okay, I'll just, instead of starting with a big roller coaster, I'll just start with a freestanding ride. I don't know what they call those, but so it told me to put like the main piece down, and then there are like all these millions of little pieces, and I don't know what any of them do.
Me neither.
I was like,
I do want to watch somebody Twitch and build something because I think that'd be really interesting watching.
Yeah.
I don't think it's for me.
Yeah.
I don't. After playing a little bit of it, I was like, nah, I just want to go back to demolition, or I want to go back to the ScreamRide part of it. Yeah. I'll leave the building to somebody else, the engineers.
Yeah, it totally lost me on that. I mean, and I know some people were, looking at this game from the demo, which I'll put a link to the demo in the show notes as well. They were, they wanted to build like an amusement park and have like, have the economics of it and, earning money.
Yeah, that's not this. I wouldn't.
No, not at all. But, I have Zoo Tycoon, and the look of it is very similar. The graphics.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I kind of glad they didn't put all that in there. Just focus on the destruction, the racing, and then after trying Sandbox, I'm really interested in learning more about engineer mode, because I know I'm not going to want to do a full-on Sandbox, really.
Yeah, I think like first start with engineer.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably learn some stuff and then be able to go into Sandbox. So what did you like and dislike about the game?
Okay, so the main things that I really like are simple. The restart, being able to restart a level really fast. What else did I like? Oh, the graphics also kind of reminded me of the Incredibles cartoon.
I can see that.
Yeah. And
it did, like, oh, yeah, okay.
What did you like?
I liked the tracks. They actually were more different than I expected, so that was nice. Yeah. And I liked having all the different types, the demolition mode, and even engineering. Even though it wasn't for me, I thought it was an awesome thing to add to a game like that.
Yeah, totally.
I didn't like... I think I have a thing with noises, but like the people screaming.
You can
like,
turn it down.
I know, but
Oh.
they were all like amped up and like having fun. But then at the end
Uh-huh.
of the tracks, they were like in a puke and like they were gasping for air. They were scared. They seemed scared, so I was like thrown off. I was like, it was always this one chick who was like, looked like she was gonna lose her cookies. I was like, stop doing the same motion over. Like, you're gonna puke, just puke.
Yeah, at least with the sounds, you can change the music, the sound effects, and then the screaming all individually. So you could just turn that.
Yeah, I think I have to turn that down. Just look away at the end of the track. But
and then as far as what you didn't like,
it was I guess, I mean, didn't like, I wish I go back and forth with multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to push it on a game where I don't think it's worth it, especially if they have to up the price.
Right.
So it's just some of the frame rate. I don't know if it's the frame rate, but like when you're in the track, and you're going, the coaster seems to like, your camera seems to move around. I don't even know what it is, but like,
I didn't notice that.
I can't. It's like when I was turning, I felt like I wasn't turning with the cart. I don't even know. It made me feel a little oozy at times. Oh. But maybe that's because I was just riding a roller coaster.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. I knew when the roller coaster was good, and I started to feel a little like, because I have vertigo in real life, and my vertigo was kind of kicking in, and I was like, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't like is that when I was trying to build the camera controls were really hard at times to get the right angle so that I could see which way my piece was turned. So, like, because you can, like, rotate the pieces, like, if you're going to do, like, that spiral, and things. I was having a really hard time. And then, at the end of each race, there's, like, a little cutscene of the people almost vomiting. Some of those got a little repetitive. I wish there was more. Mm-hmm. But you can skip them. Thank you for letting us skip cutscenes.
So it's $40 new, or $39.99.
Yeah. So
would you buy it?
I would. So people were asking me on Twitch if I would buy it, and I wasn't quite sure because I was still playing it for the first time when I was streaming. I assumed it was a $60 game, but for $40. Well, and if you play sandbox mode, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I don't.
Would you buy it for $40?
No, I don't think I would.
Okay, so one yes, one no.
I mean, part of if you're really wanting to like play this type of like trial, if you love trials, then I say go for it. It all depends on the person. Yeah,
well, just like I said, I really like the ScreamRide stuff. You really like the Demolition. Who knows?
But for Demolition and I would pay $30 for it.
Okay, so you would wait for it to go on sale, but you would get you'll keep playing it, won't you?
Or no? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, it has its replay value for me in that I want to beat everybody's scores. Mm-hmm. And I seem to be not great at it, but not terrible either.
No, I can see, I'm going to use Girl Tribe Gaming Girls as an example. I can see 50% of them paying $40 for it and loving it and thinking it's worth every penny. And then another 50% of them just not loving it.
Okay.
But I think, like I said, it just depends on the person. Watch the trailer, play the demo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it got on Metacritic, but it was looking like, I was glancing on Twitter, most sites were giving it about an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's doing pretty well. I mean, I was happy to see that it was getting some higher scores.
Yeah. So it was interesting. I'm glad they gave us the code to try that out because, honestly, I don't have the money right now, so I wouldn't have been able to try it. And that sounds like a game for you wouldn't have bought normally. So
no, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'll definitely go back and play it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, cool.
So all these roller coasters had me thinking about, do you like roller coasters in real life?
Oh, Zen, I love them.
Really? See, I like them. I don't know. I get really nervous about them. I think I have like this control issue. If I'm driving the machine,
Yeah.
I'm better. But I don't trust like a machine that's just like flying around on a track that I have no control over.
A roller coaster going 70 miles an hour and you have no control.
No control.
It's
like my first
16-year-old kid's running the ride.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, drinking on the side and who knows what.
He's probably flirting with some girl. And
Yeah.
talking
My
to his
first
friend.
roller coaster I went on, for those who might know, at a park called Cedar Point in Ohio.
Oh,
It's
I've heard
called
of that.
the Magnum, I believe. It used to be the tallest roller coaster and fastest roller coaster before some other ones came out. But my dad snuck us, like pretty much got us on it because he said stand on your tippy toes and you'll get on. So we're like, I'm like this little kid standing on my tippy toes, like, and like they let us on. And we got these biker dudes in front of us trying to calm me down because like I'm crying my eyes out. It's like, why would my father on this ride? I puke, swallow it. Yeah.
Ew. How
I was
old
like
were
8
you?
years old, probably 8 or 9.
8?
My dad was a little wild man.
Yeah. Well, okay. So growing up, I lived back in Kansas City, Missouri, and we had Worlds of Fun. So our parents would buy us a season. Worlds of Fun. What? Is that funny?
Yeah, for some reason I'm like, that's
Whatever. It's cool. And so we'd get a season pass, and have all the rides and stuff. And so I was in 4th grade the year we first got our passes, and I rode roller coaster after every roller coaster they had. But the very first one I think I rode there, it was called the Zambezi Zinger.
Was that the alligator one?
I think it did have an alligator. It was
The
green.
carts were an alligator.
Huh. So you knew what that is?
I just remember it had like a yellow track. If it's the same roller coaster, yellow track, green carts, they were like in the shape of an alligator.
I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't know for sure. But I had fun. It didn't have any, upside down loops or anything crazy. It was just like But then, they got some really good roller coasters. They had the Timberwolf, which is a wooden roller coaster, and that thing would jerk you around.
Yeah.
And then they got a new one. Oh, the Mamba. I like that. It was smooth, and it had, the loops and the big hills and.
Huh.
But I haven't ridden a roller coaster since I developed vertigo.
Well, thank God for video games.
Yeah. Yeah, I can drive and ride roller coasters in my games.
So have you been playing anything fun on your phone?
Well, I'm still playing that money game that I was playing last week.
Oh gosh, I don't want to talk about that again. Yeah, Make It Rain.
Did you watch the video in the show notes last week, Zen?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get involved in that.
PG-13. No, this week I'm still playing that, but I'm trying to finish off my achievements in Jetpack Joyride on Windows Phone.
Good game. Good game.
Yeah, I love that game. I have one more achievement, so hopefully by next week it'll be done. What did you ever play that Broken Age game that you talked about for 2 weeks?
I've been playing on the iPad, and it's a great game. Beautiful graphics, good story. It follows. I think I said playing on the iPad. It follows. You can be 2 different characters and jumping back and forth in between their stories. So the one I started out with is the boy, and he's in space by himself, and like his parents are kind of like these robots. They're just talking to you, and like when he gets his cereal, it's like the spoon drops in, and you're going on these adventures, but he wants more. Like he's bored. And then you can jump to this girl who's like in a totally different land, like all colorful and beautiful. And she's like in this tribe type of thing where they have to select like somebody to be eaten by this monster thing. And she's like, this is crazy. Why do we do this? And she's trying to make a change in her world. So they're both kind of...
She should just grab the boy, sacrifice him, and then he won't be bored anymore.
Well, no, they don't know each other exist even.
Oh.
It's like he's in his own world up in space. She's down on whatever planet.
Yeah.
So they're both having these different struggles.
So,
and It's a point and click adventure.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, what kind of gameplay is there? Sounds like
Point
a book.
And click, and you're just making, yeah. So if you like point and click adventures, it's definitely worth the buy. I think I paid like $6 for it.
But are there achievements?
No, this is on the iPad.
I know.
No achievements. But
okay.
you like awesome graphics. We'll have to
That's
put
cool.
And that was part 1 I'm playing, and part 2 comes out later this year. So
okay. Well, maybe we can find a video of that and put that in the show notes.
yeah. Oh, so it's kind of in mobile gaming. I made a purchase.
You did. You have a new addition to the family.
I do. I finished my taxes, and I did what any adult would do. I went out and bought a Nintendo 3DS, the new one. Which I must say, when I went in there, I said, I'm looking for the Nintendo 3DS. It's the newer one. And I'm looking at the wall and like they kind of all look the same. She's like, so you mean the new? And like on the box, how they branded it was they just put the word new.
Oh, like literally new.
Literally. That's what they called it. Like, this is the new.
The new.
Like, I was like, who is doing their marketing over there? Like, why?
Well, I mean, it says it all, right? You don't have to.
It is new.
You don't have to remember a model. It's not like the 3DS 2.0.
It's 3DS it's just new.
New.
It will always be new.
But then what happens when they come out with another one? It's newer.
Yeah,
newest.
new 0.20 or something. I don't know. So I bought that. I haven't had a handheld Nintendo since the Advance.
Oh.
So it's been a really long time. It's been probably 10 years.
The last one I had was the Game Boy. It was the DS?
Was that did it have the dual screen?
Yeah.
Did it have 2 screens? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you had one after I did. I had the Advance.
Okay.
It was the one that flipped. It was like the new version of the Advance.
Yeah.
So that was the last time I had one.
Yeah.
It's great. Like I like having
a handheld.
A Nintendo handheld. Because like that's where it all began for me is Nintendo. So I feel like I'm like
going back.
Give it another try. I'm like, I'm gonna try this again, Nintendo. We're gonna do this. So I bought Animal Crossing. Is it New Leaf? Oh. Trying to figure that out. I'm having a really hard time because it's all like real time. So I wake up in the morning and everything's closed. And by the time I get home and unwound, everything's closed. Like literally last night, I went to the shop to get some stuff done, open the door, and then realize I don't know what I'm doing. So I leave and then I try to go back in. And I was 1 minute. And he locked. I stepped out that door and he locked the door right behind me pretty much. I was like, no, let me back in there.
It's just real life, Zen.
I know, that's my story of my life. Yeah. And then I got NES, like this mashup where it just takes bits and pieces of old NES games and you have to like in Donkey Kong, you have to jump over like 3 barrels as fast as you can. So that's okay. That's meh. And I bought Resident Evil, which is interesting because they have only one analog stick on it, and that one analog stick is controlling your movements. Oh. And I'm so used to dual analog sticks.
Yeah.
It's throwing me for a loop, but it's actually not that bad.
Huh.
How they managed to control. I'm adapting, yes. I bought one more game. I can't remember what it was.
Do they have Mario Kart?
They have that. Oh, I didn't buy that one yet. They have some of the older games you can buy, which is amazing. They're still making $5 to buy like the original Mario.
Wow. So the 3D part of it, did you try that?
Yeah.
How is it?
No.
No?
I can't do it. I mean,
what does it do?
It just plays with my eyes. I was like, I'm going to puke. Instantly when I turned it on, I was like, whoa,
Oh, I want to try it.
It's cool and impressive of what they can do with a little handheld. And it's fun to turn on and off. Like I do it with all my games. I'm like, on, off, on, off. But now I'm so scared I'm going to like break it and it's going to stay on. It's okay. I mean, I don't ever see playing a full game in it.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's like Tetris or something simple.
Yeah.
I can see then trying out the 3D mode. But I don't see playing a full game in it.
Interesting. And how are the graphics on it? I have all these questions because I want one.
The Resident Evil was pretty good. Animal Crossing is okay. It's good. It's nothing. I haven't seen anything that's made me think, wow, Nintendo really took a leap. Like, when I see the PlayStation Vita, the games look beautiful to me. Okay. But there's not a lot of games that I really wanted.
Yeah.
I just don't
Can you get Minecraft on?
No, you can't.
Oh, then I wouldn't even get it.
Yeah, I know, but
I would get a Vita just so I could have Minecraft. Because that is a game I would play without achievements. But I shocked myself when it came out of my mouth.
I know. It's okay. You don't need achievements.
Well, that's cool, Zen. So you'll have to keep sharing your mobile adventures in your Nintendo 3DS with us.
Yeah, I'm excited for when I'm on the road and everything to be able to play it. But
so now I need a Vita.
Yeah, I still want a Vita and I still want a PS4.
How much are Vitas?
Vitas, I think, are $200 or are they $250?
I think someone should donate me a Vita.
No, donate me a Vita.
You have a handheld game. I don't.
But I wanted. I don't know. When I was checking out, like after I checked out, I could have almost afforded a PS4 with the Last of Us bundle.
Ooh.
And I was like staring at it. I was like, I kind of want you. But then I was like, am I a Nintendo? I was like,
Well, for console gaming, you do have to admit that both of us, we have so many games that we haven't finished. Oh, off topic real fast. Last week we talked about EA Access and how they gave NBA 15, in the vault. Okay, well, I downloaded it and I played it. I can't. The graphics are beautiful, but like the intro tutorial, it started off like, oh, press this and you can dunk, right? I'm like, oh yeah, do this and this, and then next thing you know, you're pressing left trigger to call for a screen. Then you have to hit right trigger and run and time it with X. I'm like, okay, I got that. But then it got even more complicated. Just like you're like dribbling left and right and then like fake dribble right. And next thing I know, I'm so lost, I can't even finish the tutorial. I'm like, I just closed the game.
Okay, I downloaded it last night.
Good luck.
So
tell me.
I want to try it.
Yeah.
But you have me concerned because, I mean, like the last basketball game I played was probably, I think I have it right there, 04.
Yeah, I think the last one I played, I want to say 06. It's not like the olden days, Zen, where you got the ball and you went down and then you hit one button to shoot it and like one button to pass it.
Yeah, and then the net catches on fire, like, yeah, mama.
Yeah, it's not, oh man. Not good. Whew,
it's okay.
I'm too old. I'm too old for NBA 15, apparently. Sad.
I'm going to give it a try still. So we have some questions, right? Do I want to roll into the questions?
Yeah, so we were chatting a little bit with Simply Polly on Twitter, and she sent us some 5 quick questions to ask. So we're going to answer those real quick.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay, so her first question was your favorite game growing up.
What was yours?
Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, shit. Okay. Mine, well, I guess Galaga. I'll say that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. What game have you played that had a good storyline?
Mass Effect 3.
Ooh, good one.
You?
I don't know. Tomb Raider?
Ooh, the new one.
Yeah, the new
or not
Tomb
the new
Raider.
old on Xbox One.
Yeah, the reboot. Uh-huh.
If you could make this girl has a lot of questions.
She has good
they're
ones.
all good, so keep them coming. her next one was, if you could make a game, what would it be like?
If I could make a game, I'd probably make like a Telltale type game where you have all the decisions to make and it's all about a story.
Okay.
Because the others would be way too hard.
Mine would be kind of Saints Row-ish.
Yeah.
And just like, it would just be weird stuff going on constantly, and a lot of explosives and a lot of guns, and then random cats running around. But then you could like kick them and stuff. Oh man,
Kick the cats? I'm sold.
Yeah, I know. Wow, man. And then like dinosaurs. Like I want like no Godzilla.
Yeah. Wait, Godzilla in Saints Row?
And you got in Saints Row-ish game.
Can you be Godzilla though?
No, you can ride them though.
Okay. Wait,
and then
can Godzilla do dragon breath?
Yeah, and he can have lasers coming out of his eyes. No, you can have lasers coming out of your eyes.
Ooh, wait. Okay, we better stop.
No, but like Saints Row did a good job in trying to make you feel like a superhero. I want like a superhero, like the movie Kick-Ass, like where you're like this crappy superhero, but you got like awesome powers, but then like, and Godzilla.
Huh. It would be fun to make a video game with like a fictional superhero that you develop.
Yes.
You create it and you make it. Like you pick what your abilities are going to be, what you're going to look like,
open world. We're talking open world, right?
Open world. And then like you can pick everything. Like if you're going to be kind of like super goody like Superman, or you can be kind of like questionable like Batman.
And then it's like open world, so then like I can be like rolling up on my T-Rex or whatever. I want to ride a Velociraptor.
Okay,
and then like
Velociraptor.
And then we're out to save the world.
Yeah, and then we, when you meet up, your costumes look like almost like homemade costumes.
But then you get better, right? I mean, like.
Well, yeah. After you level up, maybe you can get more refined armor and
Batcave.
Oh, our headquarters,
and then you can develop your headquarters, like your superhero headquarters in the open world.
Yeah.
So then you have like your plan in this open world of superheroes, and you have to go out together and save the city from Godzilla.
Yeah, it's like your superhero
Sharknado coming through.
Sharknado. Your superhero legion could be like your clan.
Yes.
So have clan support.
Somebody needs to make this happen.
What's it called?
Awesome. Superhero World.
Super Us. I don't know.
Super. Okay. Yeah.
We need a marketing session for that.
Well, we need somebody that can make the game.
Oh, I like our game.
That'd be awesome. Good question. Good brainstorming. Now, somebody needs to make this happen.
Simply Polly, she is from Australia. And she asked, what comes to mind when you hear the word Australia?
The hats. Those leather hats that like they have the string and then they kind of bend upward. Like, on one side. Like, I loved them as a kid. I was like, that's awesome, Do you can you picture it?
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Eh?
You talking about like the ones they were out in the jungle or something like in the movies? Like,
I think so. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody wear one in real life.
See, I think of Australia. All I think about is basketball, because in the WNBA, there's a lot of Australians. That's what I think of.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people think of kangaroos, but you think of Australia. Basketball.
Women's basketball. Yes, that's what I think.
Okay, good. I never would have guessed that.
Then Simply Polly says, try speaking in an Australian accent.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I don't really know very many Australians.
Me neither.
There are quite a few in my area, though. One Australian guy works at Trader Joe's.
Did you have you talked to him lately? Did you?
Oh, it's been like a year.
He probably said, like, do you want paper or plastic?
No, we don't have plastic bags in our city. It's all paper. There's no plastic.
Okay.
It's not weird.
No, it is good.
It's good
I'm
for
just
the
kind of
environment.
jealous. I mean,
Okay.
I live in a cave.
So do you have, try to do an Australian accent then. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Crikey. That's all I got. Or like a dingo. No. Little dingoes.
Dingoes?
Like a dingo ate my baby. No, that's not. Nope, not gonna happen.
Oi, mate. I don't know.
Is that a pirate?
Arg!
Yar!
Yarg, mate. So
Yeah, we're not good at that.
accents probably aren't our strong suit. Maybe ask us about a weapon in a game or something like that.
Yeah.
But thanks again, Simply Polly, for sending in the questions. And if you have any questions for us, just send them to our Twitter at Girl Tribe Gaming, all one word.
I've got a question for Polly.
Uh-oh.
What does she think when she thinks of Americans?
Americans? Ooh.
You just tweet at our
Let us
personal accounts.
Don't even send it to Girl Tribe.
Yeah.
So something we started last week is kind of giving updates and things that are going on with games that we play. And one game we play is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And Zen, you've been so busy, I'm not sure if you've seen this. Did you hear that now in-game you can go to the store and buy supply drops?
Wait, buy with what?
Money. Real money.
Like real money that I got in my pocket right now, or like real in-game money?
No, real money, like dollars.
What? Isn't it like kind of like if I'm rich, I can just keep buying supply drops?
Yeah. Well, so, normally you get your supply drops just randomly, usually when you die. But now you go into the store and they have something called advanced supply drops. And you get 3 items. Each drop, the 3 items, one of them will be a weapon variant. One will be a professional rarity item or better. And then it says all items come with their own armory slot. Ooh. And
are they timed?
No, they're like real items that go right into your inventory. And so they said, so I was looking at the prices. So you get 1 drop for $1.99, but you don't even know what you're gonna get.
Okay, so it's the lotto ticket side of it that intrigues me. I don't like the cons.
Well, here's the deal. So like if you buy 3 drops, it's $6, so you get 9 things, right? 9 things for $6. Or you could get a 5-pack. So that means you'll get 18 items for $9.99. And then a 10-pack, you get 39 items, it says, for $19.99. So 39 items for $20. Actually, that's actually pretty good. I was seeing some pictures of the items on Twitter, though. Some weird stuff. There's like, it almost looks like alien, like Predator style looking things. Like a helmet, it looks like a monster. And then your exosuit looks like this organic, gross looking blob.
I want it. No, see, they know my COD knows our weaknesses.
They do. But it says if you don't want to purchase the advanced supply drops, you can earn them after you reach ranks 20, 30, and 40. And after reaching a prestige. So 20, 30, 40, and basically 50. You prestige at 50. So that's pretty cool. You could get 4 of them just through going one prestige.
Interesting.
I know, now I want to go play that too, huh?
Yeah.
The other thing too, I haven't gotten to try it. I can post a picture in the show notes. There's a new weapon. If you are a Xbox Season Pass holder, they just unlocked, it's called the Ascendance DLC Pack Bonus Weapons. And the weapon is called an OHM. Ohm, I guess, because like ohm electricity. But it's a energy weapon. It's an but listen, it's an LMG, which I'm like, but you can switch it in game. Boom, shotgun.
Okay, I can see that being handy on some maps. I don't usually use either of those type of guns.
Yeah, I don't usually.
I pretty much only use assault rifles in Call of Duty, and then every time, once in a while, a sniper rifle with an ACOG.
Okay.
But that's usually what I use.
I bounce between assault rifles and submachine guns depending on how fast I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I have seen some times where I could really use a shotty, and I don't know. I'll put the video rather than a picture, but the video I was like, maybe.
I don't know.
There's a variant, a werewolf variant. It's actually kind of cool looking.
Oh my gosh! I thought you meant like werewolf exoskeleton, like helmet, like ow.
Is that what werewolves do? Ow!
It's a baby werewolf.
Oh.
It sounds like more like a cat meowing. Like here comes a werewolf. Meow.
I'm a werewolf. Ow!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a baby werewolf.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't make me pee my pants in.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's wrap up the show if you've got to go.
All right. So is that it, Zen?
I think so. Thank you guys so much for listening. And if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a review, and that would help us up so much.
Yes.
You can follow myself on Twitter at ZMacLeod. That's ZMACLEOD. And you can follow Jen over on Xbox at MOTO space GRRL.
And you can check out our website at girltribegaming.com. We have a nice community forum there. And you can follow us on Twitter at girltribegaming, all one word. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.